Welcome everyone. We're here live for Polo Line. I'm Pancho McLaughlin. It's a pleasure being here. We are with one of the main guys of Polo Line, Sebas Amaya. Welcome.
Thank you, Panchito. Very nice to have you here on the commentary box today with us. We are replacing Alex, who went for a tournament there at north of Germany until Monday. So I hope you guys don't have to mute the transmission.
No, it's going to be good. We have a super exciting game. We are defining who will go through to the quarterfinals in this thrilling, exciting Open de France. We have here these two really strong teams. Well, first we have the defending champion, the Kazakh team in the maroon shirts. Bordeaux, his number one, and captain is Sebastián Aguetán. His number two is Tomás Ferrari. The number 3 is Nicolás Pieres, 8 goals of handicap for him. And the number 4 is Beltrán Laulé, 5 goals here, 7 in the UK, 6 in Argentina. You know, a kid that is playing really well. 16 goals for them. And on the other side, with the white shirts, we have the Brittany Polo teams. That we have Jean-Baptiste Ori, known as Tuli, a great player with 1 goal of handicap. He's replacing the captain of this team, Jean-François Decaux, that we see him is in the pony line supporting his team. Unfortunately, because of an injury, he cannot play this game, but he's here supporting the team. The number 2 is a young kid, Ciro Urturi, from Trenkelauken, also a kid to watch out. 1 goal of handicap, but plays above his handicap, playing really well. The number 3, a player that had an outstanding season in the UK, reaching the 2 finals. We have Diego Cabana, a player that plays the Open, an amazing player, used to be 9 goals in Argentina, playing with 8 goals of handicap here in France. And the number 4, a player that hits the ball super hard, also with a lot of experience, is Benja Urquiza. So, well, we have 2 teams of 16 goals of handicap, so we are waiting for an amazing game. And, well, as we know, the umpire, super important to maintain the game in order. We have Peter Wright from England and Gonzalo Lopez Vargas from Argentina on the field, and we have Jason Dixon as a third man. Well, the ball is in play, and we have Benja Urquiza with the ball for Brittany. Well pressured by Nicolás Pieres as he recovers the ball. Tuli applying pressure, and who gets there first is Tomás Ferrari. Well done for the young Argentine, picking that line. We have the first infraction. Diego Cabana was going on the near side. He could play the ball on the near side, but not with that angle. That's what the umpires decide, so we have a spot hit.
Important game, this one. The one who wins goes through, so is one of the key matches of the day here. Well, probably more than me about Tuli, about Ciro also, son of Toto.
Yeah, Toto Urturi, they've been with Juan Manero working a lot and doing a great job on his organization. But, well, the ball is in play, and who gets there first is Benja Urquiza with a lovely open back shot. Well pressured by Beltrán Laulé, and who gets there first is Nicolás Pieres from the Polo dynasty. Nicolás Pieres. He makes a pause, tries to find the space on the right. Nicolás Pieres. Well talked by Beltrán Laulé, but Diego Cabana gets there first to apply pressure, but Nico Pieres still remains with the ball. Nico Pieres in this lovely horse. Nico Pieres, and who gets there first is Ciro Urturi. Ciro Urturi with the back shot, and Benja Urquiza recovers the ball for Brittany. Great defense play by the white team. Benja Urquiza. Great pass finding this young man, Ciro Urturi. And Tomás Ferrari gets there first on the near side. The umpire says no foul. Tomás Ferrari. They say jugá in Spanish. It means turn the ball. And we have Nicolás Pieres, but well pressured by Diego Cabana. Diego Cabana stealing the ball. And the umpire says no foul. Let's play polo. And Nico Pieres hit a lovely shot. And let's see what the umpire decides. We see the horse got hit by the ball, and that's the rule in polo, to try to protect the horses. The umpires consider it was not a control shot of Nico Pieres, even though he was in movement. So we have a spot hit in favor of the white team, so great news for them.
What we can say about the Kazakh, they've been playing the high goal season in Soto Grande, which is always a challenge to come back after the season over there, traveling with the horses, setting up everything to be ready for the Open de France. But they have a good string of horses. They are preparing for the next season in England, so they are lifting their performance year by year.
Yeah, they have Pandit Astorza is a key person in the Kazakh organization, and Sebastian, a great man, with a lot of enthusiasm. He's investing a lot in the sport, and that's really good for polo. And yeah, they're known for their good horses. They have a beautiful place in the south of Paris, so it's a team definitely to watch out. That they're definitely growing. But well, ball is in play, and Tomás Ferrari wins the ball for Kazakh, and now it's Nico Pieres. Nico Pieres, well pressured by Benja Urquiza, but Nico Pieres showing all his ability here in France. Nico Pieres, but who gets there first is Diego Cabana. And now it's Beltrán Laulé, the young man. But Nico Pieres hits a long ball trying to find the young man, Beltrán Laulé. And Beltrán Laulé is going with a small tap. He pushes Diego away. Beltrán Laulé, and he couldn't score that goal. And lucky play for him. So we're going to have a knock-in in favor of the white team.
Scoreless so far. That means what we've been saying. It's a difficult, tough match. They both have a lot of pressure to win here.
Yeah, as we saw here on the replay, Beltrán Laulé did a great job pushing Diego away, and then the ball went a little bit to the left, and lucky for him. And now we have Diego Cabana, the captain of Brittany Polo team, backed up by Benja Urquiza. He leaves the ball for him. Watch out, these two players, they combine super well. What a pass by Benja Urquiza finding Diego Cabana, and Diego Cabana with the ball, and we're going to see, we have a whistle. As we mentioned, we have two umpires on the field, on horses, and they're well backed up by Jason Dixon. And we see the replay here, and we have Diego Cabana hitting the ball, and we have, as we see here, is going to be a penalty from the spot in favor of Kazakh. The umpires thought that Diego Cabana could play that ball, but he had to do it on a near side shot, not coming underneath the swing of Ferrari. So we have a spot. Everything is really tight at the moment. 0-0, 4 minutes left in this first shaker. And Beltrán Laulé plays the ball. Beltrán at a walk finds Nico Pieres. Well done, Tommy Ferrari, blocking there for Nico Pieres. Nico Pieres, great helmet for him, finding Sebastián Aguetán. Sebastián, the number one for Kazakh. Sebastián Aguetán with the shot. And Tommy Ferrari comes behind. Tommy Ferrari. And yes, the flagman, we have the first goal. Well done, well team play for Kazakh. Tommy Ferrari first blocking for Nico Pieres. Then Sebastián Aguetán with a nice run. He got the hook, and then Tommy Ferrari again with the next shot, giving his team the first goal of the day.
Good, nice combination between the two in front, Ferrari and Sebastián Aguetán. There you can see the social media, so if you are watching, and you can send messages saying who do you think is gonna be the MVP or whatever. We have a lot of matches today, so stay tuned.
And yeah, let's see who wins the throw-in, and now is the team of Brittany. Benja Urquiza with the ball trying to find Diego Cabana. The shot is controlled, and who gets there is Ferrari. But we have Tully there pushing the man away for Diego Cabana. Diego Cabana, this beautiful horse, trying to find space. The ball is left behind. Diego Cabana again fighting there with the ball with Tommy Ferrari. And Tommy Ferrari, the guy from Venado Tuerto, wins the ball. Leaves the ball behind for Nico Pieres, finding the young Beltrán Laulé. Beltrán Laulé leaves the ball behind for Tommy Ferrari that hits a lovely shot trying to find Sebastián Aguetán. Sebastián Aguetán with the shot. Sebastián Aguetán, and the ball is out on the right-hand side, but great team play of Kazakh. Well done for the three professionals trying to work that play, and they saw that Sebastián was free at the front, and they sent him the ball, and lucky for him, but great team play for Kazakh. But now it's Brittany with the ball. We have Benja Urquiza checking, finding Diego Cabana alone on the left. Diego Cabana checks, lifts his head up, and hits a lovely shot trying to find Tully. And now is Ciro. Ciro applying pressure with Tommy Ferrari. What a back shot by Tommy Ferrari. And we have now is Benja Urquiza, the number 4 of Brittany. And we have Diego Cabana there trying to create some space for Benja. And Ben Urquiza with the shot, and we have a new whistle. Let's see what the umpires determine. If it was Benjamin hitting Nico's horse, or if it was Nicolas Pieres getting in the right of way of that ball, creating the danger. Let's see what they, as we can see here on the replay, let's see what the umpires will decide.
Difficult to decide. Always this kind of fouls. I mean, it's good that they protect the horse, but at the same time, it's difficult to decide who was fouling in that case, or the one who hitting, or the one crossing the horse. It's always a tough one for the umpires.
No, exactly. As we always mention, we have two umpires on the field. One usually counters behind the players, trying to identify the exact line, and the other one is on the side, trying to identify the speed and distance. In this case, we have one of the umpires really well located at the back, so they identify that Nico Pieres was the one not clearing enough for Ben Urquiza to hit the ball. So great news for Brittany. They have a penalty, I think it's from the 40-yard line, to try to put the score 1 goal apiece. Yeah, Benja is a great penalty shooter. He practices a lot. He had a great season also in England, playing for 4 Quarters and a few other teams. So let's see what he can do from this 40-yard. Benja Urquiza with the ball. He was going strong on the ground. Nico Pieres couldn't stop that ball. So we have a new goal. 1 for Brittany, 1 for Kazakh. Everything is tight at the moment.
There we see the replay, close action, close camera for Ben Urquiza, showing how he is the correct way of hitting a penalty.
Exactly. We have a throw-in now, and as we mentioned in polo, every time a team scores, we change sides. In this case, Brittany on the good side of the throw-in. That means they are on the left side of the umpire. They have always a better chance of winning the throw-in. They win the throw-in, but now Kazakh recovers the ball. Fighting is there is Tommy Ferrari, and now who gets there is Beltran Laulé, champion with Argentina and England for the Coronation Cup. And Diego Cabana couldn't hit that next shot, and now it's Nico Pieres tapping the ball to the right, trying to find space for his team. Nico Pieres with the next shot. Well hooked there by Tully, and who gets there is Ben Urquiza, flying on the left side of Terran number 1 here in Chantilly. Diego Cabana now, and now we see Orturi playing this horse with these goggles. And Ferrari trying to find Nico Pieres, and Ciro Orturi with a lovely back shot. And we have Diego Cabana now. Diego Cabana checking. Diego Cabana finding space. He finds really well located. What a combination between these two. And Benja Urquiza hits a nice shot, and who is there is Sebastián Aguetán. But Benja Urquiza is still with the ball. Benja Urquiza with a lovely neck shot. Benja Urquiza, and the ball goes to the right. But what a shot by Benja Urquiza. And well done Nico Pieres, applying pressure for him not to have a comfortable shot. But what an ability for Benja Urquiza, hitting a lovely neck shot, no?
Yeah, nice game we have so far. Open, hitting from far, using the number 1, in this case Kazakh, not getting all. And we have the first break. Is 1-1 Brittany Kazakh, and we go into the break.
As we see the players now, they have 3 minutes to go, change horses, and we will be back in just a moment. We are back here in Chantilly. We see the tent of the Kazakh polo team. As we were mentioning, they had a great season so far. They started here in France, playing the 12-goal league here in Chantilly and in Bagatelle. And then they have had a great season in Soto Grande, playing the high goal. And now here they are again, trying to defend the trophy that they won last year in an exciting final against Amanara. On the other side, we have the Brittany polo team. They won, I think, if I recall well, in a few years ago, they won the Gold Cup with a similar team in Deauville. And there's always a team that they're here fighting with a great organization, well led by Diego Cabana, his captain, always combining well with Benjamin Urquiza, and they always find a young player that does really well. Today they're missing his captain, Jean-François Decaux. We send him a big hello that we see him there on the tent. He couldn't play this game because of an injury, but well, he's here supporting his team, and he's well replaced by Tuli, a guy that has been in the organization for a few years, and he's doing an outstanding job. He had a great game against La Magdalene the other day. And well, to talk about a few horses, we have Diego Cabana riding, I think it's Dolphin Antonella, this beautiful chestnut with a white face. Also, well, Diego super well mounted. He had a great season in England. Lost the first final of the Queen's Cup by super close, and then they had a great Gold Cup as well. They didn't have the best final, but an amazing season for Diego and his Great Oaks polo team. And we have Beltrán Laulé now finding Nico Pieres. Nico Pieres on the board, finding some space. Beltrán Laulé is going there to help. Well, good combination between these two players and Nico Pieres. Nico Pieres with a nice shot, trying to find Beltrán Laulé again, and Beltrán pushes Benjamin away. And Beltrán Laulé, the umpires decides there's enough time for him to reach to that ball, and we have Nico Pieres again combining with Beltrán. Nico Pieres trying to find some space to shoot to goal, and he decides to run the ball to the right. Nico Pieres with the shot is looking good, and who gets there first is Benjamin Urquiza. He's going to guard the ball. Well done by the Brittany polo team, having enough patience, not fouling in that situation. And unlucky for Kazakh, but they managed to work this play super well. We have a knocking now in favor of the white team.
You will see that to the right, you will see it a bit difficult to watch it because we have the sun on our right, so it's a bit against, but the feel is like that, you know. Likely we have more cameras, one on the back end, so we'll show replay if needed in that case.
Great ball managed here by Diego Cabana, well pressure by Tomás Ferrari, and Diego Cabana will try to use the power of his beautiful chestnut. Antonella, we have here Benja Urquiza. But who gets there is Beltrán Laulé with a nice back shot. It's a bit in the center, and Tuli gets there first, the one-goaler, French player. Diego Cabana gets there first. The umpires decide there's enough space, and we have Diego Cabana again fighting with the ball, trying to find space in the center of the field. Diego Cabana. Diego with the top. Diego Cabana, well pressured by Ferrari, and who gets there is Nicolás Pieres with a nice tail back shot, finding his captain Aguetan, and Tomás Ferrari says, leave me the ball that I'm going to score here for Kazakh, and Tomás Ferrari flying in this mare. Tomás Ferrari with the top, the ball is bouncing. Tomás Ferrari again. Tomás Ferrari with the top, and the ball is good, is good. Great play by Tomás Ferrari, and we have a second goal. 2 for Kazakh, 1 for Brittany.
Nice for Kazakh is the one that is stretching more probably the field, and as a result, they are leading now 2-1.
Yes, as you say, Seba, they're trying to hold the ball a bit, and as soon as they find a space, they try to hit a long one and try to find one of his two attackers. In this case was Tommy Ferrari, but in the previous plays they tried to use a lot Sebastián Aguetan. So, well, great polo match we're watching at the moment. I think this game today is going to be defined by details. Ball is in play, and let's see who wins the throw-in. Is Nicolás Pieres for the Kazakh polo team. Well pressured by Diego Cabana, and who gets there first is Ferrari. Leaves the ball behind again for Nicolás Pieres. A nice back shot of Diego Cabana, and now we have Sebastián Aguetan with another nice back shot. Ciro Orturi fighting for the ball. Now is Benja Urquiza trying to maneuver that ball on the near side, and we have Benjamin Urquiza. Nice pass finding Diego Cabana. Diego Cabana again with the ball, and the ball is left behind. And who we have, Ciro Orturi, this young man, 1 goal of handicap for him. What a play by Ciro Orturi with a nice neck shot, finding some space. And the captain, Sebastián Aguetán, having an outstanding season, pushes the danger away for Kazakh. Sebastián turning the ball. Sebastián, and we have Tomás Ferrari that gets there first. Everything is... They're fighting for the ball. Benjamín Urquiza, and now is Tomás Ferrari. Nico Pieres goes at the back to find some, to give their teammates some help. Nice pass to find Nico Pieres, and Nico Pieres tapping the ball. But Diego Cabana applies some pressure, and we have a new whistle. So, as we see here on the replay, Diego Cabana was fighting there with Nico Pieres, well pressured by Diego Cabana, and then when Nico Pieres tries to reach again for that ball, he makes the infraction to Benjamín Urquiza, that was coming from behind. And
something is wrong with the umpire.
Yeah, one of the players asked for a free time. I think it's Nico Pieres. He will dismount his horse. He asked, probably he has a problem in his mare, so the umpires will give a free time for him to go and change. So we're gonna have a spot hit in favor of the Brittany polo team.
Good, well done for this new kid, Ciro Orturi. He was supposed to be playing for Dubai this high goal season in Sotogrande. You know, those decisions that, you know, we never know for what reason it is, but they changed it for another one, and we didn't see him actually in Soto, but now we can see why he was under the radar of the high goal teams.
Sí, no, Ciro is having a great season. We had a great tournament in La Baule in their place. Brittany has a nice polo club in La Baule in France. We were playing actually a 16-goal tournament, and personally had the chance to play with and against Ciro, and he is definitely a kid to watch out. He's playing definitely above his handicap, and he's having a great tournament. Let's see if he can have a good day today. But we have a spot hit in favor of Brittany. We have Benja Urquiza. Let's see if he tries to shoot to goal from here, or he decides to make a short pass trying to find Diego. Diego also riding a beautiful mare. I think it comes... The mother of this mare is Dolfina Lapa, a famous mare of Adolfo Cambiaso. And we have now Benja Urquiza finding Diego Cabana with a lovely neck shot, trying to find the goal, and we have Tommy Ferrari that stops that ball super well. Tommy Ferrari also having a great game today. Tomás Ferrari, he waits for more instruction, but he decides to play the ball himself. But Ciro Orturi now on the near side, and the umpires decide he could play the ball on the near side, but he crossed a bit the line when Tomás Ferrari was there with the ball, as we see here. A bit unlucky for him, a bit lack of patience in that play, but great news for Kazakh that they could stop that neck shot, turn the ball, and get a foul in his favor, and we're gonna have a penalty. In this case, they go to the 60-yard line. The umpires identify probably there was a bit of danger. Brittany players are appealing not on the foul, but probably on the ball placement. They thought it should have been at least a midfield. This just depends on the criteria of the umpires. As long as it's even for both teams, it's not going to be a problem. Because we didn't see any hand up for in case of a technical or any discipline issue in this case. But great news for Kazakh. In this case, they're winning 2-1 when we have 2 minutes 30 seconds left in this second chapter. We have a penalty from the 60-yard line when Nico Pieres is asking for another ball. Usually, here we play with plastic balls. Probably he had a new ball and he was asking for a ball that was a bit more used. In this case, it's a little bit easier to hit the ball when the ball is used. Nico Pieres won the Open. Used to be 10 goals. If he's in charge of hitting this ball, Kazakh is usually in good hands.
Despite of being high goal players, I mean, it should be not easy to change from wooden ball. They play in Soto Grande wooden ball, then plastic ball, then back to Argentina wooden ball again. You know, it's have to adjust. You know, all the time.
See, yes, it's not easy, but well, these players definitely have the ability and they're used to that. Nico Pieres with a beautiful shot. Nico Pieres, and the ball is left. It's out on the right-hand side. Great shot by Nico Pieres. A bit unlucky that it went a bit to the right. But well, good news for Brittany. They have a knock in their favor. Benja Urquiza with the ball. Diego Cabana is countering close to him, finding space on the right, and Diego Cabana is flying now. Here they find Ciro Urturi now. Great play by Ciro Urturi. But we have Sebastián Aguetán here applying pressure on this young man. Nice neck shot of Ciro Urturi, but Kazakh is in good position, and who gets there first is Thomas Ferrari. Thomas Ferrari turning the ball. Thomas Ferrari holding the ball to the right, waiting Nico Pieres. He leaves the ball behind for the captain, Nicolás Pieres. 8 goals of handicap. I'm sure he has all his family and his brothers supporting him from Argentina. Nicolás Pieres with a long shot, trying to find Thomas Ferrari, winning the center of the field. Thomas Ferrari with a nice shot. And who gets there first is Benjamín Urquiza. Great defense play by Benja. Benjamín Urquiza with a nice open back shot, finding Diego Cabana. Diego Cabana decides to go on the near side so he doesn't foul. And Beltrán Laulé, this black mare, Beltrán Laulé with the tap. Beltrán Laulé. Empire says he put the ball there, and well done by Diego Cabana defending the ball for Brittany Polo team. Diego Cabana decides to go to the right. Diego Cabana using all his horsepower. Diego Cabana checks, well pressure by Beltrán Laulé, and well done Ciro there trying to block for Diego Cabana, and they leave the ball behind for Benjamín Urquiza. Benjamín with a small tap, trying to find space. Benjamín, well pressure by Nico Pieres. Benjamín Urquiza finding one of his teammates, and we have Tuli. And who gets there first is Tommy Ferrari again, covering all the holes for the Kazakh Polo team. Thomas Ferrari with the tap. Thomas Ferrari, 3 goals of handicap. Thomas Ferrari, great individual play by Thomas Ferrari. Thomas Ferrari on the near side. And who gets there first is Beltrán Laulé on the near side again. Beltrán Laulé. But we have Ciro Urturi, the young man that takes the pressure away. But another back shot of Tommy Ferrari. And who gets there first is Nicolás Pieres. And we have a whistle. You're going to see it now on the replay. Nicolás Pieres got that ball. We have a back shot there by Thomas Ferrari, and now Nicolás Pieres had the ball. And let's see, it looks like a hook. Probably Diego Cabana was not 100% on the other side when he went for that hook. In this case, we're going to have a spot or 30 in favor of Kazakh.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be a penalty too. They move it a bit to the center, so it's Nico Pieres teeing up that one.
We have a lot of people supporting from Argentina. I'm receiving some messages. A big hello to Patricio Lalor, a good friend, fanatic of Polo Line, that is always watching the games from Argentina. Nico Pieres walking this one through, no problem for him, and great news again for Kazakh. 3 goals for them, 1 for Brittany Polo team. In this case, was a 30-yard penalty, undefended. So Nico Pieres decided to walk this one through. Nothing to do on the Brittany side. They couldn't stop this one. And we have the first bell. The ball was not in play. Teams will go back to change horses, drink a bit of water, refresh any idea, and we will be back in just a moment with the third checker.
Look at that sunshine and clouds. That's what we needed from since last week. It was a bit of rain, and now we have the top scorers for the
tournament. Yeah, on the professional side, we have the number 1, Rauli Laplacette for San Mem, great player. The number 2, we have Manuel Isalde on the Battistoni team. Number 3, a player to watch out in this tournament, Rufino Benzadon. Then we have Jero del Carril for La Magdalene and James Bine for Jolly Roger. He had an amazing game yesterday. They won in overtime and they went through to the quarterfinals.
And here the amateurs.
Yeah, Robert Storm, 5 goals of handicap for San Mem, 7 goals. Raja Karim for Klinova, 6 goals. We have Agustin Gustavo M. Sems for Animales Polo team. I know that man, 4 goals at the moment. Ulises, the young man for Mungo, with 2 goals. And Arthur Madrid for La Fija, 1 goal so far. And let's go back to this exciting game. We are receiving messages. The team of La Magdalene, that they are on the same group. They are watching this game super carefully. And we have a big, big hello for Kevin Kedari, the trainer of La Magdalene, that is supporting the transmission of Polo Line. And we have now Diego Cabana winning the throw-in for Brittany. Well pressured by Beltran Laulé. Tries to find space. And the young man, Ciro Urturi, the number 2 shirt on his back. Ciro Urturi with the next shot. The ball gets deflected. And lucky play for him. And the ball is out. Great, great start for Brittany. A bit unlucky they couldn't finish this with a goal, but great news. They managed to win the throw-in and create an attack from that position.
Just a clarification on the top scorers on the professional. They were sharing the first. It's not that Raul is first, and I think Manuel Isaldo was the second. They are both sharing the first place, and don't get it wrong over there.
No, exactly. But anyway, there's still a lot of polo to go. But 19 goals in these first 3 games speaks quite good about those players. And we have a nice back shot finding Diego Cabana flying on this mare. Diego Cabana for Brittany Polo team. Diego Cabana with the tap. Diego Cabana with the tap. Diego Cabana. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's a goal for Brittany Polo team. I'm sure his daughter Fenia is super, super happy, cheering for his dad. And what a goal by Diego Cabana. Great team play there, and well done by Diego, anticipating this back shot and then using all his horsepower to put 1 more goal on the board for Britain. In this case, the score is 2-3.
In the moment that I mentioned that we were going to be going up to the container here to have a better view, it starts the clouds and some drops, so we stay here.
And now we have a whistle. Let's see what happens in this throw-in. Nico Pieres is appealing for a foul. Probably there was a bit of a late contact. Let's see here on the replay. The ball was in play. And we have Ciro Urturi that rode off the first one, and then Nico Pieres was riding that ball, and Diego Cabana, the umpires decide that it was a bit too late for him to get the ride off. He should have played that ball on the near side. So we have a spot hit in favor of Kazakh. 3 goals at the moment. They lead just by 1 goal. 3-2. Nico Pieres with a hook beats Diego Cabana. Nico Pieres now tapping the ball to the right, finding space. Nico Pieres with a lovely neck shot. Nico Pieres, and the ball is left behind on the left-hand side of the post. Another great attack by Kazakh. Nico Pieres decided to run that ball, and when he identified he had no space, he decided to hit to goal. A bit unlucky, went to the left, but Brittany now recovers the ball. And we have Benja Urquiza. He has Diego Cabana on his left, and Diego Cabana finds some space trying to fly, and the ball bounces, and we have Tuli now on the near side with a lovely shot for Brittany, his team. And now we have Diego Cabana with another back shot, and the ball bounced with a horse, so we'll see. We're gonna have a knocking in this case from the side in favor of the Brittany Polo team. Now in this case we have Benjamin Urquiza with the ball. Benja finds a short pass, and now he finds his captain Diego Cabana, super active today with a shot by Diego Cabana, finding the young man Ciro Urturi. Ciro Urturi with the next shot. Ciro Urturi, what a shot by Ciro, and the ball goes on the left. Another great attack by Brittany Polo team. They are a bit unlucky at the moment, but a great team play. Benja finding Diego, Tuli blocking for Ciro, and Ciro with a nice neck shot. The ball is left behind. And on the left-hand side.
There we see Beltran Laulé. It's amazing, these kids. I mean, we to see the second high goal season for Beltran Laulé, the Laulé brothers, and they are only 15, 16 years old.
Yeah, I think Beltran is 17 and his brother Rufino is 15, so it's unbelievable the level they are, the polo they are playing. They're definitely the future generation of polo. And now we have Ferrari finding Beltran Laulé, but well done, Ciro, the young man stealing the ball. And we have Diego Cabana now. Diego Cabana with a nice shot, using all his horsepower. Diego Cabana now flying in the field number 1. Diego Cabana with the near side again. And we have Tomás Ferrari again, pushing the ball well. Tomás Ferrari is also having a great game today. When the team needs him in attack, he's there, and he's working really well on defense, leaving the ball now for Nico Pieres. Nico Pieres puts the ball on the near side to avoid the hook. Nico Pieres leaves the ball behind for Beltran Laulé, the young man. Beltran Laulé again with the ball, makes a tap. Beltran Laulé wanted to pass the ball to Nico Pieres, and there the pass goes. Nico Pieres. Beltran Laulé is pushing Benjamín Urquiza away, and we have Nico Pieres. He makes a pause, checks, leaves his setup and tries to find one of his teammates. And Nico Pieres with a nice shot, finding Sebastián Aguetán all alone in this beautiful chestnut. Sebastián Aguetán for Kazakh. Sebastián Aguetán. The ball is good. What a back shot by Sebastián. And we have Tomás Ferrari with the next shot. And we have a goal for Kazakh. Let's see if the ball was out or not. The flagman is there. The umpires are countering to the center of the field. What a shot there, a back shot, and Tomás Ferrari is turning, getting that ball. The umpires, yes, they check it, no foul. They go back to the center, and just 25 seconds we're gonna restart this game with a throw-in.
Third goal for Tomás Ferrari, and how important was Sebastián Aguetán in that play? He got the ball as from where we saw here in the replay, right before it went out, and put that pass to Tommy Ferrari.
And ladies and gentlemen, we restart this third chapter with a throw-in. Well done by Benja Urquiza, winning that ball. And the moment, as we see here in the replay, he passed the ball to the near side. And when he went on the near side, a bit unlucky for Nico Pieres. He was not 100% on the left-hand side in this case to go for the hook. So the umpires, as we know on the rules, they blow the whistle. It's a foul, so great news for them. We have a 60-yard penalty in favor of the white team for Brittany, so they have the chance to score another goal and get this distance a bit closer. In this case, they're losing by 2 goals.
Getting back to the information we saw earlier in this chapter about the top scorers, amateurs top scorer, obviously is a tough one because we consider Robert Strom as amateur. Even his 5 goals.
No, for sure. He's amateur, but well, he played polo all his life as a young kid, and yeah, Robert is a great player, 5 goals of handicap.
But having Goose on the third place, is amazing.
Yeah, it's not too bad for Goose considering he started a year ago. So well done for him. What a penalty, ladies and gentlemen. As we see in the replay, the ball is flying here. What a shot, perfect shot in the middle of the goal by Benjamín Urquiza. As we mentioned before, this guy can really hit the ball. Great news for them. His team really need this goal. 3 for Brittany, 4 for Kazakh. What a game we're watching today. Diego Cabana fighting for the ball on the throw-in, and who gets there is Tomás Ferrari, but Diego Cabana pushes him away. Diego Cabana now with the ball. Nico Pieres is fighting there, and Diego Cabana again with the ball, but they're fighting for the ball, no danger. And who gets there again is Diego Cabana with the tailback shot, finding Benjamín Urquiza. Great combination in these 2 players. And Benja Urquiza is waiting for one of his teammates, and Nico Pieres gets there first, but Nico Pieres couldn't get that hook, and Benja Urquiza with the next shot. And let's see what the umpires decide. We have a whistle. Benja Urquiza with the next shot, and Nico Pieres was in front of him, as we see here. And the ball hit the horse. A bit unlucky for Benja. He couldn't find the best space, and we're going to have a spot hit. In this case, it's going to be in favor of Kazakh.
There we have again the social media on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. You can watch it also on well, like a lot of people that is watching on Facebook or YouTube, alongside the Pololine TV app or the website. So we are getting what we came for, a good match here.
Ball is in play, and we have Nico Pieres finding one of his teammates, but who gets there first is Benjamin Urquiza, and Ciro Turi with the near side. But Nico Pieres gets there first with a nice near side back shot. A bit unlucky, he got hit. The ball hit Diego Cabana.
But I guess in
we
the
see on the
helmet,
replay.
as for the reaction that we've seen from Diego, probably wasn't on the helmet.
Yeah,
right?
and anyway, just to mention, all these players wear glasses, goggles to protect their eyes. In this case, the ball hits the eyes. So, well, lucky for Diego, as we see him is in good conditions.
And it's the end of the checker.
Looks like it's the end of the checker. Yeah. So players will go back. Yeah, 3 for Brittany, 4 for Kazakh in these really good games. And yeah, we're receiving messages as well for all the people of the Polo Agency that they're gonna have a great season. Hopefully now in the spring, organizing a lot of tournaments. And we have 4 for Kazakh, 3 for Brittany. Now in this case we have the famous DVOD stamping. We have a 5-minute break, and we will soon be with the statistics and with this exciting game of polo. See you in just a minute.
In fact, it's a new cup. It's called the Standing Rock Fair Play Award, which we first had in England this year. We conceived it together with the HPA, and giving the great success and the good reception of both the teams, the umpires, etc. So we thought that we could present this trophy at other big events, such as the Open de France. So the criteria are quite the same as they are for England. So at the end of a tournament, the umpires will select the team with the best sportsmanship and the best conduct on and off the field, and this consists of a various set of criteria. Yes, we're also playing, so this is still my main passion, to play polo myself. We're playing the 8th goal here like we did last year, and so looking forward to playing the tournament.
Sending it up to the left, exactly where Santiago Chavan is there, just to receive the pass and taking it over again, going around everybody and coming back again. What a nice play! And we got to prove if he's human or an alien. Unbelievable. Santiago Chavan playing better, stronger.
savez pourquoi j'aime vivre ici? Parce que j'aime ses habitants. J'aime les soutenir avec mon livret. Et j'aime donner 1 euro chaque mois à un projet et voir ma banque en donner autant. J'aime voir s'élever les nouvelles entreprises près de chez moi. J'aime voir arriver à maturité les initiatives locales qui nous régalent. J'aime voir que l'on prend soin des êtres qui nous sont chers. Des solutions concrètes et solidaires existent pour soutenir ceux qui se mobilisent près de chez moi. J'aime mon territoire.
We are back in Chantilly. The water is now the protagonist. It's raining a bit, but these fields can definitely cope the water. We see the progression, super close game. A little bit ahead for Kazakh. First checker 1-0, second checker 3-1, and the third checker 4-3 in favor of Kazakh. But as we mentioned before, this game I'm sure is going to be defined by details. The game will restart in just a moment when we see Diego Cabana now in this beautiful chestnut named Mas Aquadance, an amazing horse that played in the Argentine Open and had a great season in the high goal in England. And we have Diego now, the number 3, going back into the field. We're going to restart the game with a throw-in from the center to the boards.
There we can see the banner of Polo Horse. It's a new website that the that you can buy, sell, find horses everywhere in the world. So it's a new idea. Good for the owners for this.
And the ball is in play, and who gets there first is Nicolas Pieres with the tap. Nicolas Pieres with a lovely shot. Nicolas Pieres finding the goal. And the flagman was moving that flag, but well, great sportsmanship for Nico Pieres that he identified from here. It was super hard to see, but yeah, the ball went out.
We are
to the right
from
super close,
the other camera, but still, you know.
But great by Nico Pieres, and we have now Benja Urquiza trying to find Diego Cabana, free on the left, but who gets there first is Beltrán Laulé with the back shot, and Diego Cabana gets there first in this beautiful chestnut. Diego Cabana checks, leaves the ball behind for Benjamín Urquiza. Benjamín Urquiza. And now we have Beltrán Laulé. The ball is bouncing, and Benjamín Urquiza controls the ball well, and Benjamín Urquiza leaves the ball behind for Diego Cabana. Diego Cabana, bit unlucky, tried to pass the ball for Benjamín Urquiza, and Nico Pieres was well located. The ball gets hit on the horse, and we're going to have a penalty from the spot in favor of Kazakh, as we see here on the replay. Diego Cabana with a bit of a control shot, but well, Nico Pieres was too close, so the umpires decided it was a bit of a dangerous play there. So in this case, great news for Kazakh. They recover possession, and they're gonna, let's see what they create from this side of the field.
They are blowing every shot that they hit the horse. They are blowing it, so they're being tough, the umpires, with these ones. So.
And we have now Beltrán Laulé walking this one. Beltrán Laulé making a tap. Young kid, but with a lot of experience at the moment. Diego Cabana applying pressure, and who gets there first is Nico Pieres with a nice back shot. And again, it got deflected on a horse, and Diego Cabana now with the ball. Diego Cabana trying to use his horsepower. Diego Cabana on the near side, showing all his ability here in field number 1. Diego Cabana, and Nico Pieres applies pressure, and now it's Benja Urquiza with a nice pass finding Diego Cabana. Diego Cabana with the ball, and then Paris side. Thomas Ferrari was good, great defense plays by Thomas Ferrari. Nico Pieres, and we have Benjamín Urquiza with the near side, and let's see what the umpires decide.
Maybe he crossed a little bit, hitting that near side backhander. Let's see in the replay.
Yeah, it was super close. When we have Benja Urquiza there, probably he was fine hitting the near side, but then he slightly crossed the line a little bit. Yeah, really a tough one. Close play here. Let's see what the umpires decide. As we mentioned, we have 2 on the field on horses, and we have here on top of us Jason Dixon's,
and if needed, he's coming here to the edition box, to check again the replay. No need
yeah, that's super good. Not in every tournament you can have that. This is a bit of a luxury that Polo Line offers here to, well, we're watching the game live, as you can all see, and the umpire, if he has any type of doubt, apart from being super well located on top of us, he can, if he has any doubt, he can come and check the replay here with us. But in this case, they're not doubting, and we have a 40-yard penalty in favor of Kazakh. Great news for them. They have the chance to score the goal number 5 for their team. Nico Pieres countering towards the ball. Nico Pieres, and a bit unlucky for him, as we see clearly from the camera from behind, when Benja Urquiza was trying to stop that ball. A bit unlucky for him. The ball is out, and great news for Brittany. Benja Urquiza trying to find Diego Cabana with a long shot, and who gets there first is Beltrán Laulé. Beltrán Laulé on the near side, but Diego Cabana gets there first in this beautiful chestnut. Diego Cabana trying to find space, and Nico Pieres is putting pressure. Diego Cabana finds a long shot in the left side of the field, and Tomás Ferrari is blocking every type of space that Brittany tries to create, and he gets there, turns the ball to the left, and leaves the ball now for Beltrán Laulé, this young man from Argentina. Beltrán Laulé showing all his ability. Beltrán Laulé flying, now hitting a beautiful shot, finding Nico Pieres in this chestnut, and Nico Pieres is flying in field number 1 here in Chantilly. Nico Pieres, we have the pressure of Diego Cabana, but Nico Pieres, tap, in the air. What a goal by Nico Pieres, showing all his ability here in France. As we see here on the replay, when Diego Cavana was trying to all his efforts to stop him, Nico Pieres showing all his abilities, playing tennis with it, scoring a new goal for Kazakh. But great team play by Tomás Ferrari, defending that ball. Then Beltrán Laulé with all his ability, as soon as he had a chance to hit, he hit. And Nico Pieres, always well mounting, showing all his horsepower of this great organization, Kazakh polo team. He scores a goal for him. 5-3 at the moment. Diego Cavana now with the ball. And we have a new whistle.
I want to take this opportunity to send best regards on his day. Is the birthday of Martin Chochan Garraham today.
Ooh, a big hello to Chochan, the voice of polo. We send him a big hug. He's probably watching also the transmission, a fanatic. So if he's his birthday, a big hello to Chochan. Great news for Brittany. In this case, Diego Cavana winning the throw-in, and Tomás Ferrari actually riding into the swing of Diego Cavana, creating a bit of danger. In this case, the umpires are actually going forward. So in this case, you have a 60-yard penalty when some of the players quickly go and change horses. And we are not waiting. In this tournament, it's a high goal in France, so we have Benjamin Urquiza with the penalty. Benjamin Urquiza with the shot. Benjamin Urquiza, ladies and gentlemen, he's having a super day with the penalties. Benjamin Urquiza, super important to give a bit of a breath for his team.
Replay.
What a penalty shot by Benja Urquiza.
Replay from the back, the one that Russo Egi loves it, you know, hitting. We can watch it how he hits from behind, and we can see clearly the goalpost and the trajectory of the ball.
And yeah, his teammates really had a lot of faith on him. They went to change horses. They had no doubt he was going to score. And Nico Pieres now for Kazakh wins the throw-in. And well, good back shot by this French player, Touli. Touli applying pressure to Nico Pieres. Touli trying to go for the hook. He couldn't get that hook. And now Touli with the ball. And who finds the ball is Benjamin Urquiza, flying here in field number 1. Benjamin Urquiza looking at the back, passing the ball on the near side. Benja Urquiza with the tap. Benja Urquiza, the ball is good. And Nicolas Pieres gets there first and turns the ball for Kazakh. Nico Pieres, well pressured by Touli, leaves the ball behind for this young man, Beltrán Laulé. Tomás Ferrari going to block for him, and they wait and they reset now with Nico Pieres finding space. Nico Pieres, Sebastián Aguetán is waiting at the front in this grey horse. And we have Nico Pieres making a tap. Tommy Ferrari blocking for him. Great job by Tomás, and Diego Cavana couldn't apply enough pressure. The shot is not long, and we have Touli now on the near side. Touli with the near side. What a play by Touli, and we have now is Benja Urquiza, who checks. Benja Urquiza with the next shot. Benja Urquiza with the next shot, a bit unlucky for him. The ride-off was good, as we see here on the replay. Benja Urquiza with the next shot. You're allowed to hit a next shot, but in this case, he passed a little bit on the other side, creating a bit of a danger, almost hitting the other horse or player. So in this case, the umpires decided it was a bit of a risky play. So we have a spot hit in favor of Kazakh.
If you hear in the background the voice, someone else commentating is Martin Sirven, who is doing it for the field in a mix of Spanish and French.
Correct. Yeah, Martin, a great man that it's been in this club for many years, and he always comments here the games for all the spectators that are watching here live in Chantilly. Nico Pieres on the near side, flying here in Chantilly with a nice shot going to goal, and Benja Urquiza now gets there first. Benja Urquiza with a tail back shot, finding Diego Cavana. He's on a fresh horse now. Diego Cavana, and we have Tomás Ferrari running at the back, and Diego Cavana here. Now we have Touli flying on the field in this black horse with a white face. Touli, the one-goaler French player. And Tommy Ferrari on the near side. Great defense play by him. Tommy Ferrari in this gray. Tommy Ferrari turning the ball. Touli applies pressure, and he is going to leave the ball for Nico Pieres. No, he decides to play him himself. Great play by Tomás Ferrari. And we have now is Benja Urquiza in this course. Benja Urquiza with the next shot. Benja Urquiza leaves the ball behind for Diego Cabana. That he says, I'm going to turn the ball. I don't have space there. Diego Cabana with the shot. Diego Cabana, a bit unlucky. It gets deflected and the ball is left on the left-hand side.
Now the rain stopped a little bit, but you were mentioning about the fields. That this one, especially this one, Terrain 1, is probably one of the best in France to get, the water.
Well, it was unbelievable. We were meant to start the tournament, our team, on Thursday, and we got 56 millimeters. And the next day we played. So yeah, one of the fields that can cope a lot of water. Of course, they sand it every season, so that helps a lot. But what a shot of Nico Pieres finding Sebastián Aguetán in this beautiful gray. Sebastián Aguetán with the tap. Sebastián Aguetán. And he couldn't hit the last shot. And Benja Urquiza with a lovely tail back shot, finding Diego Cabana. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. And now we have Ciro Urturi. Diego Cabana calls for the ball and he gets there first. Diego Cabana. Beltrán Laulé applying pressure and Nico Pieres trying to steal the ball. And Nico Pieres now for Kazakh. Nico Pieres well pressured by Ciro Urturi. Nico Pieres with the ball, Nico Pieres with the tap, Nico Pieres. And we have a whistle. Let's see. It looks like a bell. And we have a...
second bell.
Second bell, yes, the second bell. A bit unlucky for Kazakh. Nico Pieres stole the ball. And yeah, the bell was before he actually hit the ball. So we're not going to have a goal. Players will go back and change horses. And what a game we're having. 4 Chukar, 5 for Kazakh, 4 for Brittany. The winner of this game will go through to the quarterfinal in this super competitive Open de France. The teams that qualify, they do it by 1 goal, and the teams that don't qualify, they lose by 1 goal. It's super, super tough. So, well, we go to a commercial break, and we will be back in just a moment for the last Chukar.
Inspired by the culture of Native Americans, we, as Standing Rock, have embraced a way of life guided by intrinsic values and beliefs. Unbridled, vibrant, iconic, proficient, and honorable. This inspiration is the exhilarating feeling we share with every stride and every swing. In the spirit of the game, we push boundaries and inspire those around us, on and off the field.
Each day, we at La Cornue set upon a journey to create a masterpiece. An icon of French cuisine and culture since 1908. A time-honored culinary tradition, treasured for generations the world over.
We are back here in Chantilly for an excited 5th Chukar, and well, hopefully for the spectator, not the last one, because we're begging for an overtime, not Sebas here in Chantilly. Hopefully, if the score is tight, we will go to an overtime. And we are receiving also messages from Alfred Defrançois, the owner of Slugi Polo team that is playing here. He's just starting with polo. great future ahead of him. So a big hello to Alfred. When we see now Diego Cabana, the captain of his team, of Brittany Polo team, sorry. They're losing by 1 goal. Super, super close game. So it was a bell when Nico Pieres was running to score the goal. There was not enough time, so we have the last chucker if there's no overtime. 7 minutes of play. We're going to have a throw in from the center to the boards. And yes, the ball is in play, and who gets there is Nico Pieres fighting for that ball. Nico Pieres turning the ball. Well pressured by Benja Urquiza, but the umpires consider that he crossed a bit that line. He didn't push enough. Nico Pieres, we see here on the replay. And yes, Nico Pieres turned the ball. He had the right of way to play that ball. And Benja Urquiza, if he would have pushed him and then go on the near side, he would have been fine. But he went straight to the ball. He thought he had space. But as you see here on the replay, the umpires blew a foul. So we have a 30-yard penalty in this case for Nico Pieres. Nicolás Pieres, a bit unlucky on the 40, but no problem on the 30 yards, walking this ball. Important goal for Kazakh Polo team. 6 goals for him. If there was a way to start this chucker, was like this, scoring a goal. So great news for Kazakh. Nico Pieres wearing the captain band on his left shoulder, arm, sorry. And yeah, we go back to the throw-in. 6-4 when we have 6 minutes and a half left of play.
Important difference of 2 goals in this chucker. Remember, there are 5 chuckers, so it's really important to be on the lead at the beginning of this one.
For sure, but as we see, these games are super long, so there's a lot of time of polo. But Nico Pieres is now with the ball, running, tapping the ball in the air, well pressured by Tuli, but Nico Pieres showing all his ability. Nico Pieres checks, finding some space on the right. Nico Pieres, as we see, yeah, Nico Pieres still with the ball. Nico Pieres leaves the ball behind for Beltrán Laulé. Beltrán Laulé, well pressured by Benja Urquiza. Good hook by Tuli, and great shot by Benja Urquiza flying on the field now. But who gets there first is Beltrán Laulé. And Nico Pieres gets there with the back shot. And we have Ciro Orturi. Who gets there first is Tomás Ferrari. Tomás Ferrari, Sebastián Aguetán, and we have a whistle, ladies and gentlemen. I think they hit the horse of Diego Cabana, so we'll see what they gonna blow here. It's gonna be a spot in favor of Brittany. Yes, in this case, Tomás Ferrari a bit unlucky hitting the horse of Diego. That can be one of the calls, or if not, Sebastián Aguetán getting in front of Diego, blocking his right of way, stopping him from going to that ball super fast. So good news for Brittany Polo team. We have a spot hit in favor of them. They lose by 2 goals with 5 minutes and a half left on the clock. Brittany with the ball, and we have Benja Urquiza with the next shot, finding the captain, Diego Cabana, and this beautiful bay mare. Diego Cabana checks on the boards. Diego Cabana with a shot. Diego Cabana with the ball, and who gets there is Nico Pieres. Nico Pieres for Kazakh. Nico Pieres tapping the ball is left behind, and we have Benja Urquiza turning the ball, showing all his ability, and the ball is left behind, and Nico Pieres has the ball for Kazakh. Nico shoots a long shot, finding Beltrán Laulé, but the ball goes to the right, so let's see if he gets the next shot. No, he's going to turn the ball. Beltrán Laulé avoids that ride-off, and now Beltrán Laulé turning the ball. What a play by Beltrán Laulé. Beltrán Laulé with the tap. Beltrán Laulé. And yes, we have a goal showing all the horsepower of Kazakh now. What a play by this young man, turning the ball, winning that ride-off and scoring with all the patience. A nice goal for Kazakh. Important goal for him. 7 for Kazakh, 4 for Brittany.
Phil is cutting off a little bit, so it's important to have this lead. The Brittany Polo team will have to fight a lot to come back. A lot of messages coming in. Mario Villegas, Gilberto Constanza, Patricio Lalore again, and Nico Pieres.
Nico Pieres won this throw-in, very important for him. Nico Pieres with the tap. Nico Pieres, and yes, the goal is good. Great news for Kazakh. The lead is now with 4 goals on the board. 8 Kazakh, 4 for Brittany. Very important to win the throw-in. They were a bit lucky, a bit more focused in that formation. And well, when you have Nico Pieres running all alone to goal, It's not the best news that you can have for your team. He scores a new goal when the players come back quickly to the throw-in. 8 for Kazakh, 4 for Brittany. Still a lot of time on the clock. And Nico Pieres with the throw-in, with a nice back shot, putting the danger away. And we have Sebastián Aguetán, that he thought he had a play there. He had a play, but he had two options: to ride the player off first and then play the offside, or to go and play a near side play. But clever Benja Urquiza there, with a bit of patience. Good news for them, stopping the clock and trying to reset the play from this side of the field. When we see Ciro Orturi coming back in this black horse. And yes, the ball is in play, and we have Benja Urquiza now with the ball. Benja Urquiza with the tap. Well pressured by Nico Pieres. And we have Benja Urquiza finding Diego Cabana. What a pass by Benja Urquiza. Diego Cabana with the shot. And Beltrán Laulé gets there first. He couldn't pick that bouncing ball. And Diego Cabana with the ball. Diego Cabana tapping. Diego Cabana with the shot. And we have a new goal for Brittany. 5 for them, 8 for Kazakh. When we go back to the throw-in, 25 seconds.
Not that big gap now. 3 minutes. I believe we have a little bit less than 3 minutes. 3 goals different.
Yeah,
Still
super tough.
make it.
Super tough for Brittany, but they still can make it. Very important for them to win the throw-in. 2 minutes, 35 seconds on the clock, so they still have time. 3 goals in favor of Kazakh at the moment. Who wins the throw-in now is Diego Cabana for Brittany. Diego Cabana with a nice shot, trying to find one of his teammates. But well done, Beltrán Laulé there, getting first in defense. Nice back shot, and who gets there first is Diego Cabana. Diego Cabana, the ball couldn't get that bouncing ball, and we have Diego Cabana again. Diego Cabana with the ball, well pressured by Tomás Ferrari. He has to clear, the umpire says. Diego Cabana with the ball. Nico Pieres applying some pressure. Diego Cabana running with the ball. Diego Cabana leaves the ball behind for Benja Urquiza. And we have Benja Urquiza with the next shot. It hits the horse, a bit unlucky for him. They were trying to create some space. And we have a whistle.
Big shout to everyone that's watching from La Magdalene, from San Mem over there. We are saving, I think, a little of a headache and to cross all around Paris, and they can watch it. I think we deserve no less than a barbecue when we go over there, or not? What are you going to say?
For sure. But well, all the teams that actually went to there is super good in a way, even though the trip is a bit long. The fields are in a big congrats to all the team of La Magdalene that do a big effort to put the fields in those conditions, and also well to Batro Polo Fields, you know, the Argentines that are actually around the world building polo fields, so they have a big team and they have a lot of experience. But well, what a game we're having. As we see on the replay, we were mentioning, it's a penalty in favor of Brittany, because in this case, as we see on the replay, Nico Pieres had to clear, and as soon as Benja Urquiza had the shot, Nico Pieres put his horse trying to block that ball. So great news for Brittany. Penalty of 30 yards. So we have an exciting game, ladies and gentlemen. 6 for Brittany, 8 for Kazakh. So everything is super open at the moment. 2 minutes and a half left on the clock, as we see here on the replay. 30-yard penalty. We have a game here in Chantilly. So 1 minute, 30 seconds on the clock. And the ball is in play, and who wins the throw-in is Diego Cabana on the near side. And we have Ciro Orturi hitting the ball, but Tommy Ferrari is there trying to defend for Kazakh. And Diego Cabana gets there first in this beautiful black horse. Diego Cabana, and we have Benja Urquiza trying to support him at the back. And Diego Cabana using all his horsepower. Diego Cabana riding, leaves the ball behind for Benja Urquiza. Very important play here for Brittany. They need to score this one if they want to get the equalizer. Benja Urquiza with the ball. Benja Urquiza with the tap. The hook is good. And what a defensive play by Tomás Ferrari, getting the hook and a great back shot. And we have Nico Pieres with a near side, putting the danger away for Kazakh. And Diego Cabana with the back shot, trying to find one of the teammates, Ciro Orturi. And Tomás Ferrari again playing a great game today returning that ball. Diego Cabana, no, it's Ciro Arturi with the ball. Ciro Arturi with the next shot, the ball is left behind, and we have Diego Cabana now. And the ball is deflected, and we have a knocking in favor of Kazakh. So now the seconds are ticking on the clock. I don't think they will have enough time. Bad luck for them. But we have Kazakh now with the ball in possession. Nico Pieres. Nico Pieres with the shot, and we have Diego Cabana chasing that ball. 5 seconds on the clock, and we have Benja Urquiza with the ball. Benja Urquiza with the ball, and we have a goal for Brittany. 7 goals for them, 8 for Kazakh. And now we have the final bell, ladies and gentlemen. When we're seeing the replay here, a nice goal of Benja Urquiza. Kazakh, the defending champion, is still alive. They win this game and they go through directly to the quarterfinals. So great game of polo. But a big round of applause for both teams. Also for Brittany, they have had a great game. A bit unlucky in some plays, they couldn't score. But as we say, this game was going to be defined by details. And well, Kazakh managed those details a bit better, and they managed to get the victory. As we see here, super close. First checker 1-all, 3-1 the second to Kazakh, 4-3 the third one on the halftime, 5-4 again Kazakh, and the last checker 3 goals apiece. But in this case, 8-7 was the final score for Kazakh.
I think it reflects more what the game it was, the 8-7, more than the 8-5 or so. I mean, obviously, they took that early advantage in this last checker, Kazakh, to control the game, but this reflects more what it was. It was a tight match, nice, open.
No, for sure, it was a super game. As we see here, the 4 players of Kazakh, Sebastián Aguetán, his captain, super happy. I'm sure they will be very happy. And well, also a big mention to all the grooms, you know, both of Brittany and Kazakh, that they do a great job. They wake up every morning at 5 a.m. to make sure these horses are in immaculate conditions. And well, we've seen incredible horsepower. As soon as the bell left, the rain starts to be a new protagonist here in Chantilly. But well, lucky that the game is over and these players can go now and rest. But well, Kazakh will go through to the quarterfinals on the Open de France. Brittany is still alive, but they will play the other trophy. As we know, here in Chantilly we have 16 teams, so the best 8 will go to the Open de France, and the other 8 teams on the groups will play for another trophy. It's still as competitive, so we will still have a lot of action of polo here in France when we see here the best goals of the game.
Yeah, we are watching the best goals of the game. It was sunny back then.
Tommy Ferrari now here with the tap for Kazakh. And now we have another goal from the throw-in. We have Diego Cabana now fighting for the ball. This was one of the infractions. And now again we have Nico Pieres flying and now tapping the ball in the air. What a goal here by Nico Pieres, showing all his ability.
Yeah.
Very important goal for him. And this, I think, was one of the most important goals of the day.
Beltran.
Yeah, to give a better, more comfortable lead for Kazakh. Anyway, Brittany was coming back, but well, unfortunately they didn't have enough time. And here also another important goal of Nico Pieres coming out of the throw-in on a breakaway. No one will stop him. Nico Pieres, the flag was moving, the flagman was moving the flag. When we see all the flags here at the back in Chantilly Polo Club, what a game of polo we had today. And well, the action continues. We have 2 more games that will be played. I think we're going to be live in the Mungo Klinova.
Mungo Klinova, that is at the same time as Amanara Tedelu.
Correct.
And the reason is in order not to fix any of the games. So they have it at the same time. It's 4:30. Don't miss it. There will be both great matches. It was by, I think they throw the coin and they decided that Mungo Klinova was the one that we live stream. And this is
we have
the stats.
The stats of this super close game. As we see field goals, in this case Kazakh wins a bit, 6-3. Throw-ins super close, 9 apiece. In fouls, probably a bit unlucky in a few hitting of the horses. On the Brittany side, they did 10 fouls to 7. penalties, great day of Benjamin Urquiza scoring 4 out of 4. A bit unlucky for Nico Pieres, missing some of the penalties, 2 out of 4. Corners we didn't have, and as we see, it was quite a clean game with no yellow cards. So 8 for Kazakh, 7 Brittany. We had a great game of polo today.
There we see Nico, happy to be through in his tough Open de France 2024. He knows how difficult it was to get through this. And that was the last image. And as we mentioned, we'll be back 4:30 for the Mungo Klinova. I hope we have you back. Also, Pancho, it was a pleasure to be with you on this one.
Thank you, Sebas, and well, thank you all the people that were on the other side with all the messages and support. And well, we see you in just an hour and a half. We're gonna be live again with the Mungo Klinova. So